Welcome back to USA Car Reviews, the channel where we dive deep into the legends of the automotive world. Today, we're talking about one of the most iconic muscle cars of the 1960s, a car that still turns heads more than half a century later. This is the 1967 Chevrolet Chevelle SS, a machine that defined an era of raw power, timeless style, and American performance. If you're a fan of classic cars, this review is going to take you back in time, right to the golden age of muscle. When Chevrolet first introduced the Chevelle in the mid-60s, it was meant to be a mid-sized car that could fit right between the compact Nova and the full-sized Impala. But what Chevrolet didn't expect was how quickly enthusiasts would fall in love with its proportions and performance potential. By 1966, the Chevelle Super Sport, better known as the SS 396, had become its own series, and by 1967, the model had been refined into one of the best-looking muscle cars of its time. The 1967 Chevelle SS came with bold styling that made it stand out immediately. This was the last year of the first generation, and Chevrolet made sure it went out with a bang. From the outside, the car had a wide stance, a sculpted body, and that unmistakable front grille flanked by dual headlights. The SS badging and blacked-out grille let everyone know this wasn't just your average Chevelle. The bulging fender lines gave it a muscular, aggressive look that hinted at the power waiting under the hood. Whether you were pulling up to the drag strip or cruising downtown, this car demanded attention. Underneath the hood, the Chevelle SS was all about serious performance. The star of the show was the 396 cubic inch V8, available in multiple power outputs. You could get it with 325 horsepower, 350 horsepower, or the top-tier 375 horsepower version. This meant that depending on how much speed you craved, Chevrolet had an option ready for you. Paired with either a 4-speed manual transmission or a 3-speed automatic, the Chevelle SS was capable of putting that power down in a way that left competitors staring at its taillights. The engine wasn't just about horsepower, it was about torque, and lots of it. That low-end grunt made this car an absolute beast off the line. Inside, the Chevelle SS blended muscle with comfort. The 1967 model featured bucket seats with the option of a center console, and the dashboard carried a simple but stylish design that kept the focus on driving. While it wasn't as luxurious as some full-sized cars of the era, the Chevelle struck a perfect balance. It gave drivers enough comfort for long cruises, while still reminding you that this was a performance car first and foremost. The sporty touches, like the special SS steering wheel and unique gauge cluster, added to its appeal. One thing that really set the 1967 Chevelle SS apart was how versatile it was. You could have it as a two-door coupe, a convertible, or even a sedan body style. That meant Chevrolet gave enthusiasts the freedom to pick a car that matched their lifestyle without compromising on performance. Whether you wanted open-air cruising or a family-friendly muscle car, the SS delivered. The 1967 model year also came with a few upgrades over its predecessor. Chevrolet refined the suspension to give drivers better handling, making the Chevelle not just fast in a straight line but also more composed on winding roads. Safety features like a dual master cylinder brake system were introduced, which was an important step forward for the era. These improvements showed that Chevrolet wasn't just building a fast car, but one that could compete in overall driving experience. On the streets back in the late 60s, owning a Chevelle SS meant something. It meant you had a car that could hold its own. Against Mustangs, Chargers, and GTOs. It was part of the great muscle car wars, a time when manufacturers were pushing limits year after year to capture the attention of young buyers who wanted style and speed. The Chevelle SS didn't just participate in that battle, it became one of the most respected warriors. Today, the 1967 Chevrolet Chevelle SS is a collector's dream. Finding one in good condition is like discovering buried treasure. Restored models often fetch high prices at auctions, and for good reason. The combination of style, performance, and historical significance makes it one of the most sought-after classics in the muscle car world. Owners who are lucky enough to have one know they're not just driving a car, they're preserving a piece of American history. What makes the Chevelle SS so timeless is the way it represents everything people loved about muscle cars. It wasn't about high-tech gadgets or luxury interiors. It was about raw power, pure driving excitement, and a look that made your heart race. The 1967 Chevelle SS captured that spirit perfectly, and that's why, even today, it remains one of the ultimate expressions of Chevrolet performance. So whether you're a die-hard Chevrolet fan, a muscle car enthusiast, or just someone who appreciates automotive history, the 1967 Chevelle SS is a car that deserves respect. It's a machine that left a mark on an entire generation and continues to inspire passion decades later. Every time you hear the roar of that big block engine, you're reminded of why this car became a legend. Thanks for watching USA Car Reviews. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1967 Chevrolet Chevelle SS, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming reviews on classic American muscle. Until next time, keep your engines roaring and your passion for cars alive.